Brian.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Mark.
Hey, Mark, I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
We met up with Tom Dundas and his neighbor Mark at a gas station in the middle of rural South Dakota, and we followed them on a long drive through the country to Vivos X Point, a community that feels like it's at the end of the earth, and that's by design. We go through several security gates of the old Army base, and then you spot all the mounds in the ground. Bombs used to be stored in these bunkers during World War II. Now people live here.
I was looking at the brochure. It says nuclear, pandemic, terrorism, asteroid, supervolcano, tsunami, solar flare. I mean, there's a lot of things out there
that you could be worried about. I think the biggest thing is you go to big towns and the amount of crime and everything that goes on, you're really not safe anymore. The amount of population that's out there, I think, is a big deterrent for a lot of people.
They don't really like the name preppers out here, or Doomsday, but they're getting ready in case something really, really bad happens. The community is built to be totally self-sufficient. There's 533 of these bunkers out here, and I'm told about 200 have sold so far. Sales have been picking up. They're selling about 6 or 7 every single month. The cost is $55,000. That's just for the bunker. Then you have to build out the inside. And it's a massive area out here, about 7,000 acres.
We have a lot of ex-military. We have an awful lot of ex-law enforcement. We've got people that are teachers, that are telecommuters. There's people that, you have to have Starlink out here. That's the only internet you have, but it works very, very well. So people live out here and they telecommute and do their jobs right out of their bunkers. So some people are interested in moving up here. Other people are interested in having a place to bug out to, if that's what they want.
So this is one of these bunkers that's been built out. It's a little loud outside because they've got the generator going, but these bomb-blasted doors are on the front, which are really heavy and kind of difficult to open. And once you've got that open, you come inside. There's another very, very secure door. The electrical room is right here. There's some storage on the other side. You'd never know, but the inside is actually quite nice. Almost kind of feels like a fancy college apartment or something like that. There's no light that comes in from the outside, really, so that part might feel a little claustrophobic, but it's actually quite open and airy.
These are a few of the rooms.
There's several bedrooms, bathrooms, a media room, extra fuel, and a gun safe.
This actually is set up with a blast valve, so if there's a blast outside, it would equalize. That's part of that system that's up there. That's the blast valves on top.
California businessman Robert Vecino bought the old Army base in 2016, and he's been selling the bunkers ever since. He says people will have to take matters into their own hands during a doomsday event.
The government will never tell you anything bad that it doesn't claim to have a solution for. If I told you we're going to get hit by an asteroid tomorrow and it's going to take out half the world, you'd flip out. Your entire audience would go out in the street screaming right now.
Vecino has bunkers around the country he says can comfortably house 5,000 people. He encourages members of his community to stockpile a year's worth of food and fuel and prioritize security.
They're going to stand their ground. Nobody's going to be waltzing in and saying, I want what you got. It's not going to happen.
Do you think it could ever get to the point where you would want to move out there permanently just because of everything going on in the cities?
Maybe. It depends how bad things got.
Philippe Briggs is a military veteran and retired police officer. He owns a bunker here and is concerned about crime getting out of control in big cities.
And people just realize in the big cities now that it's just not a safe place to be anyway. You don't have enough cops, realistically, in these big cities. They're overpopulated.
Most of the residents at Vivos didn't want to be on TV, but told me off camera it's crime and overpopulation they're most worried about. Since COVID and the wars in Ukraine and Israel, the bunkers are in even higher demand.
Right now, all of F section is sold. All of this E section is sold. We're in the process of going through and selling this.
And it's interesting, Leland, they don't just let anyone buy a bunker. You have to be vetted. They want you to have a certain skill that you can add to the community, and they want people who they say are like-minded.
Yeah, I say they need doctors. They are going to need dentists. They're going to need engineers, all sorts of things out there.
Yeah.
Brian, great reporting as always. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.